Hi, my name is Michelle Meyer, and I am the author of The Book of She, a collection of poems devoted to women. And last year, I embarked on a project where I asked 52 women to collaborate with me on this book and interpret the poems one at a time for 52 weeks. Lake City Area Arts is now sharing all of those poems for 52 days in a row, and I am here to read you a few of them. I'm going to start with a poem called Message in a Bottle, which was one of my mom's favorites. Message in a Bottle. She believed in love and said yes when he offered to cook dinner. He served a green salad, smoked salmon, and beer. He was funny. He was rich. He had a fluffy cat and a big house on the coast. They danced on the sand. He flung their beer bottles into the ocean and asked her to marry him. She refused. He asked why. She told him that she believed in love, but she believed in recycling even more. The second one is called Thank God It's Not Friday, and I kind of wrote this one based on my husband's mom, who is very Catholic. Thank God it's not Friday. She ate fish every Friday and refused to go to bed until Saturday. Her family was used to it by now. She was very old and very Catholic. She followed the scriptures and appreciated routine. But she also appreciated bacon and would not allow herself to fall asleep and die on a Friday with only the lousy taste of a tuna fish sandwich in her mouth. The third one I will read to you is called Her Will, and it was interpreted by a very dear friend of mine who recently passed away. Her will. She said all she'd needed to say, then closed her door, silenced her phone, put away her notes, and hung the laundry out to dry. She was glad to be free of the chatter, to hear only the wailing cries of winds and the gossip of bees. There would be opinions, comments, advice. There would be pleadings and ultimatums. She would feel no need to respond because she already said what she needed to say, and she wasn't one to repeat herself. The next one is called Beef Stew, and it's kind of a story, and I like this one because I think it's funny. Beef stew. She makes beef stew in honor of her mother and an old bull that once wandered into the garden during harvest time. She slices the red flesh into chunks and recalls both of them, her mother and the bull, charging, one pursuing, the other pursued. Two thick bodies bouncing and jiggling, just like the out-of-balance washing machine on spin cycle, just like a flat tire still rolling, just like the shoulders of her aunts and uncles that year at Christmas when her father told the story of how he'd just bought a bull from the farmer down the road and his wife hauled off and shot it. The next one is called Lion's Den. And this one speaks to, I think, the hardships of many women who suffer from difficult relationships. Lion's Den. She joined the circus and stepped into the lion's den. She couldn't help it. That cat was a charmer, luring her in with those dark eyes, that thick mane, that low wonton purr. She loved him. Everybody loved him. Everyone loved her because of him. Loved how he would roar, how he would unexpectedly charge and pounce and make her scream and position her head between a set of sharp white teeth that looked like death smiling. They thought it was all show, that it was all fun and games. And it was for him. And finally, I'd like to read you a poem called Compromises. And this is more about maybe a woman who's coming into herself and deciding to make her own decisions based on what she likes. Compromises. She needs time to herself, to go to bed early, to get up late, to meditate, to calm her body and her mind so that she can stop obsessing about the things she is always obsessing about, like her age, which is middle, or her weight, which is average. It's too late to be young, but it's never too late to be thin, and being thin might make her look younger, at least for now. But in order to be thin, she'll have to give up carbs and sugar and definitely beer, which she loves, along with bread and snickerdoodle cookies dipped in cafe mochas heavy on the mocha. She'll order one right after meditation class, knowing that, just like sex with a stranger, she might regret it in the morning. Or not. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you found it fun, and I'd like to thank again Lake City Area Arts for inviting me to be a part of this wonderful project. Enjoy the show.